All right. Let me sit down in my chair. My bucket. I got my not a glass of water. My can of water. All right. Today, you already know what I'm going to talk about. Weed smokers. Weed. The hippie lettuce. The devil's weed. Whatever. Now, I've worked decades at my job. And I've seen a lot of people come and go. Some people, 2 days, gone. I don't know what that was. I was the foreman. And the owner came in with another office guy. And they canned a guy like, never told me why. Just gone. I never asked. So anyways, so I've known a lot of people who smoked weed. And some people think it's not it's nothing to it. Oh, I drive better stoned than I do, sober. No, you don't. The same thing a drunk fucking says that, you jackass. Pull your head out of your ass. It's usually a 20-something-year-old saying this shit. No life experience, So, yeah. But I've seen it over the years. These people who smoke weed. And it was back in the 90s, early 90s, people would be like, mid 90s, oh, it's not addicting, it's not addicting, it's not addicting. And I've known some weed smokers, and they say, yeah, it is addicting. And yes, it is. It is. I'm going to tell you something. They're the first people to call off work. The first people to leave early. The first people to come in late. That's a fact. That's a fucking fact. They're dumb. Weed turns you dumb as fuck. And then you always get, you bring that topic up, and people say, oh, I know somebody that has a degree in physics. Yeah, you smoke weed all the time. No, they don't. You're just an idiot. He believes in a flat earth too, huh? Dumbest. Weed turns you so fucking dumb. That's why you do it. So let me go through a scenario at work. And the guy I work with, I've been there for a long time, and he treats me well, he pays me well, and he puts up with a lot of shit, but sometimes he's just dumb as fuck, thinking people don't want to lie to him. People won't lie to me. Well, you're stupid. So, we hire these two guys. And I make well over minimum wage. Okay, let's just say that. I've been there for decades. I make well over minimum wage. We pay these guys just over minimum wage. It's an easy fucking job. Jesus Christ, is it fucking easy. It's just for a temp worker to do. Just to get the job done, and we'll get rid of them, and that's it. Well, as all new workers do, they go like a month, 2 months, and then they start missing work, and they calling in late, and leaving early. They always do it. They all do it. All temp workers are garbage. Except, I'll say 99.99999% of them, garbage. We had one guy, Terrence. He worked really well. He turned out very well. But he left. He said he got a better job. I don't know about that. You're not supposed to smoke, vape, e-cigarettes, same thing, inside the building. And it's a state law. They still do it. You're dumb. You're an idiot. You know, you get the drunk or the guy who likes to drink, like smoke cigars. They can't smoke inside there. They can't drink inside there. What makes you think that you could sit there and vape? So you're an idiot. You don't think they can smell that. If you're in a building or an office building, no other smells are in there. You light a match, you're going to smell it through the whole damn place. But you people are dumb. This word makes you stupid. Weed makes you stupid as fuck. So we hired these guys. The one guy, I know he smokes regular cigarettes. And the other guy, I didn't know anything about him. But I have a camera. I mean, if he goes outside, I'm watching a security camera. He goes outside, I can see him doing something, you know. Black and mild, I don't know what it is. So, it goes about a couple weeks, and all of a sudden you start smelling pot, weed, and I says, hey, I tell the boss, I was like, hey, just so you know, I smell weed and I don't like that smell. It stinks. It's like fucking worse than BO. And you people who smoke weed are dumb as fuck because you don't think it stinks on you. You're driving down the road, it comes out of your car, goes into a cop car or someone behind you. I call the police. I will fucking give them a description of the car, how many occupants, the license plate number, the time, the direction. And then I'll just tell them, I'll say, oh, they're out there. Go out and get them. Because they're fucking dumb. They think this stuff doesn't smell. Like walking in a store. Stink. You walk by somebody. I make a big scene. I'm like, Jesus Christ, you fucking stink. You know? They ain't gonna say anything. They want to get in your face. You tell them to back off, and they sit there and get confrontational. You shoot them. You know. I told you to back off. So, I let them know. I was like, it stinks. We got a problem. What's he do? He talks to him. He says, hey, I don't know what you guys are doing. Don't do it in the building. Do it outside. You don't even check them to see if it's fucking THC infused vape or anything like that. You don't need to check it. It just shows you he's a fucking retard. But anyway, probably need a search warrant. I don't know. Just fire him. So this is why I'm not in charge. So a couple days go by. I think it's the next day or day after. You smell it again. Because they're weed smokers. They're dumb. They're fucking stupid. They totally forget what the fuck's going on. And they start doing it again. You know. And then I let them know again. I said, it fucking stinks. I told him, I says, I could just go home and sit. And I'll get paid for it. But you ain't getting work done. So that's coming out of your pocket. So you do something about this. You know, it's either him or him. And I know who it is. It's this fucking jackass. And this fucking jackass is going to hit it too if they go in the break room or like hiding somewhere and they're going to do it. So today, you know, I hate when fucking people do this shit too. I'll let you know. So today, I didn't smell it for like 4 hours. We got lunch break. All of a sudden, I'm like, I need to go into the bathroom for something. And they're in the bathroom. I can hear them. And I wait for them to leave because I don't want small talk. I'm done with small talk. Because they try to kiss your ass by saying, hey, how you doing? You know, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I know what you're doing. Shut up. So I go in there. I smell fucking weed all over that fucking bathroom. They were doing right inside the fucking bathroom door. And I did what I had to do. I left. I go in the back. And about 15 minutes later, I smell it some more. So I'm like, if you can't smell that, you're a fucking idiot. The boss is walking around. He knows it. I'm just thinking, I don't want to say anything because then I have to do some paperwork to hire new people. You're a lazy fucking asshole. People are like, well, why do you work for him? Oh, he pays me well. I shouldn't have to smell this shit. So I'm going to call the 1-800 number and turn the company in for this shit. So today, I know all the games. I know all the fucking bullshit people play. So today, after that, I put this fan up and I have it blowing where this fucking asshole's toward this asshole to keep the smell away from me. The boss sees it. He knows. And 2 days ago, he told me, well, he's going to be off for these next 2 days, so we're going to wonder if it's this guy smoking it or not. And we know it's them. So, but if he has it, they're both going to smoke it. So, I had the fan going, and it's blowing down there, and it just turns you dumb as fuck. Weed just turns you dumb as fuck, because why would you be warned to stop doing it? Well, that goes on the owner, the boss too. You're an idiot because you're not getting rid of them. That's on you. Where everybody else has to fucking smell that shit. And then you put on this big act like, oh, I can't stand that smell. I can't stand that smell. It stinks, you know. Oh, well, fucking do something about it. Let's say if I smell it again, you're gone. Well, I've seen the dude hit his vape with regular flavor. I've seen him hit it. And I told him. Well, it don't fucking matter. I guess he has to see it. No, he's a fucking guy making minimum wage. You just get rid of him. Say, we don't need you. But the boss, I don't want to do all the paperwork to hire new people. Well, I'm taking off Monday. And this is the first time I'm going to call off work that I'm not sick in over 20 years. Over 20 years. I don't need to smell that shit. Well, as the day goes on, third break runs around, and usually the asshole over on the other part, and you could talk on your phone, and you put headphone things in, And this guy, I don't know what the fuck is it with these people, but they have to talk loud. The goddamn microphone's like right by you. Blah 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 blah. I gotta fucking listen to this. I got my headphones on. I don't have to. I can't understand. I don't. It doesn't bother me, but that's exactly what I can't understand anything this fucking dude says. I can't understand anything this dude says. And he just blah 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 blah. You know, just stupid. Well, third break run around after that, he's all quiet. He's all quiet for like an hour. And then blah 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 blah, you know, doing his stupid shit, talking. I can't. Seriously, I take my headphones off and I sit there and I constantly. I'm like, I'm going to try to listen to this guy. He's 80 feet away. No, wait. 65 feet away, 70 feet away. And I can't, he talked that loud for me to fucking hear him. I can't understand him. Yeah, you're trash. That's all you're. You're trash. So I don't care who you are. You're white or black. You got white trash and you got black trash. It's the same fucking thing. Garbage fucking people in this world. That's why you are a temp worker. If you're a temp worker, chances are you're garbage. Nobody wants to fucking hire you except for this guy. Wants to fucking hire you. Give you a chance because you were in prison. You get out of prison, you're looking for a job. This guy gives you a job and you want to fucking do that? You want to miss work a lot? You want to call off all the fucking time? You want to leave early? Yeah. You want to come in late? They had one fucking asshole that the boss would leave and this guy would always call off or leave early. You know, when he sees the boss ain't there. Oh, I gotta do this. My son's sick. Yeah, using your kid as an excuse to call off work, that's on you. Anyways, he left one time and he come back and he says, he's gone. He's gone. I was like, all right, good. Worthless. So, like I said, third break rolls around. I don't hear him. They're quiet. He's quiet. He starts about an hour blah, 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 doing his shit. I don't smell it for the rest of the day. So he probably went in there and told him. I doubt it. But that's it. You know, so the end of the day, I take my trash out, throw it in the dumpster, come back in. Weed man number one, the one who has the fucking vape, he takes off. It's almost time to leave, and the time clock is like 300 feet away. So he's gone. He's going to go clock out. And then the boss, or the weed man number two, he's starting to take his garbage out. And he's walking out to the dumpsters, taking his garbage out. And it's taking him forever because he's a weed smoker and they move slow because they're dumb as fuck. These motherfuckers, I guarantee you, never used a hammer, never used a screwdriver in their life. Grown-ass men, 40 years old, 31 and 41, I think, years old. Probably never used a hammer, a screwdriver in their fucking life. And women flock to these fucking pieces of shit. If women should, like, what do you do for a living? Well, I flip burgers. I worked at a warehouse. Blah, this and that. Do you know how to use a hammer? Have you ever put a fence post in? Have you ever fucking changed out an outlet? My son was like 16 years old, changing out outlets. Plug something into it, he changed them fuckers out. You turn the breaker off, change that motherfucker out. These motherfuckers, 40 goddamn years old, 30 and 40 goddamn years old, don't know how to use anything. I'm just saying that. I almost guarantee you they don't know how. So he's taking his garbage out. And I was like, I'm just going to fucking walk up front or walk out and go to my car. Not even go up front and clock out. Well, the owner, I can hear the forklift, not the owner, but the boss. He starts driving around and I can hear the forklift and he stops. And I was like, okay, here's his fucking ploy. His game he plays. He likes to sit there and wait for me to walk. He knows I'm going to walk by a certain area at a certain time, and that's when he makes his appearance. He jumps out of anywhere and starts trying to carry on small talk with me to get my vibe. And this fucking dumb fuck, the one that thinks that nobody lies to him, thinks that, oh, I'll talk to him. Well, he doesn't know this. I have an exit plan that nobody knows about, except for me to another guy, that I can go up front without him fucking even seeing me. So I go down, I make my exit, and I can hear that fucking lazy asshole out back, the weed number man 2, bringing his garbage can in, and I just walk out. Now, the boss is probably back there. Oh, where'd he go? I wanted to talk to him about the weed he was smelling and had a fan blowing it away from him and everything. And you're just fucking full of shit. So, Monday, I'm taking off. And then, until he figures out what he wants to fucking do, that'll be a big sign that I'm not putting up with this bullshit. I made too many goddamn complaints. I'll just call the 1-800 number after. If I go back to work, I'm going back to work, and I'll make a formal complaint with the feds, I guess, and they'll come down on them fucking asses, him pretty hard. He'll probably ask him, I have a few questions and shit like that. Oh, someone called this number? I was like, it might have been somebody else. I don't know. It might have been a driver. You walk in the bathroom and you smell weed. There you go. Truck driver. So, but weed makes you dumb as fuck. It does. It really does. If I ever see anybody who talks about smoking weed, I've known a lot of people smoking weed. Every fucking one of them. Every fucking one of them. No job or a part-time job. They can't hold a full-time job. They ain't got no goddamn car. They got to worry about a girl to give them a fucking ride. Your girl is better than you. They got a fucking job. They drag your lazy fucking burden ass around all the time. You're just a piece of shit. Just a piece of shit because you can't get off the weed, man. You can't get off the weed. I gotta have weed. When they say, wake and bake, man, wake and bake. If you had some drunk, if some guy who cracked a beer in the morning, oh, he's an alcoholic. He's fucking worthless. But the problem is, you got to be fucking on that shit all the time. The money you spend in that, I can imagine. It's probably more expensive than cigarettes. People who smoke cigarettes are fucking idiots. But you smoking weed? You're an absolute fucking dumbass. It's addicting. That's why you ain't got nothing. You'll never own a house. You'll never own a car. And people say, oh, I know people that, yeah, of course you fucking do. They're nuclear scientists. Like I said before. No, you don't. Oh, look at Snoop Dogg. Well, Snoop Dogg's an idiot. And sure, he has money, but he's a fucking idiot. He wouldn't know how to do anything. Well, he just paid for people to do it. Because he's an idiot. He's not a man. He'd pay a woman to do it. And because he's not a man, he don't know how to do it. Oh, there are people out there that smoke weed and they're brilliant. And yeah, I'm sure they are. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they're on the Supreme Court. Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to open up the can of water here. They're fucking stupid fucking people. Turns you dumb as fuck. And if you drink beer, you're an alcoholic that early in the morning. But it's okay to smoke weed. You have to be constantly fucking medicated. Constantly. You're an addict. You're a fucking moron. Weed is for the lowlifes of society. You know, and it went back to where it goes back to all the way to fucking when the gay fucking people wanted to be scout leaders, and you let them in there, and what the fuck happened? They got their foot in the door, and all of a sudden everybody's, oh, that gay, everything, gay this. You listen to a radio station, and some guy calls in, and the first thing out of his fucking mouth, I'm gay. Who the fuck cares? The topic wasn't even about that. It's like, shut up. And then you got the trans people. Yeah, oh, they're heroes. They're heroes. They're coming out. But don't compete in my sport if you're a man. What the fuck kind of hypocrite shit is that? And then you got the weed people. They fucking pushed that for fucking years to be legalized. And now, you can't get fucking dumb fucks to do a simple goddamn job because they're fucking high and they smoke weed. It turns them dumb as fuck, man. You're dumb as fuck. That's all there is to it. I'm sorry. You smoke weed, you're dumb as fuck. Stay the fuck away from me. As soon as I find out, in a normal conversation, hey, I smoke weed, yeah, I'm out. I'll turn and walk away. Mid-sentence. You be telling me, oh, I smoke weed, mid-sentence, I'm turned around and fucking walk the fuck away. You might think I'm an asshole. Nah. I'm just keeping myself a safe distance from you. And they never have fucking cars. They never have rides. They never have cars. The idiot fucking asked me last week. I couldn't understand him. I was at my car. And the funny thing is I walk up front and he's at the time clock. I could see him at the time clock. So I'm in a different room getting my lunch and my lunch box and all the shit I have to get. And I was like, all right, I'm going to sit here and wait because I don't want to do small talk with this fucking pathetic fuck. So I'll let him clock out and he'll walk out front. And Weed Man number 2's in the back still. So I'll let Weed Man number 1 clock out and everything. And I'm wait. How long does it take you to clock out? What, 4 seconds, 5 seconds? Grab your card, put it in there, leave. Put it back in the slot, leave. I waited in there like 30 seconds. And I should have waited until he went out the front door. But I was like, because I got cameras on the front door. I was like, nah. So I waited like 30 seconds. I walk out, and I'm going over there. He's still at the time clock. He's still at the time clock. So I start walking out front, out the door out front, and I heard zip, where the fucking time clock puts your time on your card. I was like, that motherfucker waited for me. Wait. And I went to my car. And before I get in my car, he's out and he's through the break room. He's outside. He's like blah 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 blah. I can barely fucking understand. It said something about stickers. I was like, what? And he says it again. And I caught, you go home this way? I was like, yeah. Do you pass a gas station? I was like, yeah. And he says, can you drop me off at the gas station? I was like, no. I don't give rides anymore. It just causes nothing but problems. Now, he wanted to go to this gas station because they cash checks there, and he got his paycheck because he missed yesterday, the day before, because he wanted to take off fucking work. So he got his paycheck today. He wanted me to drop him off there, and you know what he's going to say? Can you just take me over here? No, I ain't doing nothing like that. It causes fucking problems. You don't have a fucking car? That's your fucking problem. Take a goddamn Uber. So, he was probably all butthurt about that. I don't fucking care. I'm not letting your fucking stanky ass, fucking weed smoking ass in my car. Besides that, I don't have tinted windows. So if someone fucking recognizes you in the back of my car, I'm going to get shot up. Isn't that what people do now? They tint their windows because they're afraid getting shot up. And you can't see who's behind that the thing. The coward way to do it, you tint your windows and fucking drive around. That's trash, man. That's trash. So, he asked me that, and I was like, no, I don't give rides anymore. And him and Weed Man 2 thought I was going to give them a fucking ride. I left. And the boss, he's the last one to leave. He's leaving. He sees him walking down the fucking road and says some girl picked him up. And she's an idiot. She's fucking stupid as hell. Women, don't fucking hook up with a weed guy. Don't. He'll be leeching off your ass, sponging off your ass for everything. Don't, man. Because they're dumb as fuck. You can't teach them anything. If you show them this two things that they have to do, and they do it for like 2 weeks, you have a third thing to do, they won't do it. They're too fucking dumb. You can't teach them anything. They're fucking retarded. Weed makes you retarded. And then you're going to claim some fucking disability or something. I'm addicted to weed. I can't work. Of course. It's just, no. I won't hang out with you. I won't talk to you. And it's the same way if you're a drunk. You can drink beer and that'd be fine. I ain't hanging out with you. Fuck that. Because next thing you know, you're going to be wanting me to fucking give you a ride here and there because you got a DUI and suspended license. I don't get involved in any of that shit. Fuck that. Buy your own goddamn car. My dad, my wife was in an accident one time, and the car was getting fixed. My dad gave me a ride back and forth to work. I think 2 or 3 days. Might have been that week. And that was the last time I ever asked anybody for a ride. And I think, yeah, I don't know if I asked him, or he said he would give me a ride. I never asked, but he said he might have given me a ride. I don't know which one it was, but I've never asked anybody for a ride. I don't ask people for rides. I never had a babysitter. We always made sure we're home with our kids. Never had a babysitter. I don't have credit card debt. Nothing. 0 credit card debt. I got money in the bank. I got money saved up. I got money to blow. You know why? Because I work and I don't smoke weed and I don't drink. I don't get drunk. I don't drink. A little money you can fucking save. I don't smoke cigarettes either. Just stupid fucking people in this world. A lot of them smoke weed. A majority of them smoke weed. You show me a 20-something year old black man. He smokes weed. He smokes weed. I'll show you a weed addict. He's an addict. Except for Terrence. Terrence, he didn't even want nothing to do with those other two guys. And he's black. So that shows you the quality of black person he was compared to the other two. It's not racist. It's just he doesn't want to hang with them people because he knows them people. He's trying to better himself. He's going to college for fucking criminal justice. And he found a better job. He moved on. God bless him. I thought he was a nice guy. But for the most part, you show me a 20-year-old, 20 to 20, teens, 18 to 20, 18 to 30, year old black man. I'm going to show you a pot addict right there. It'd probably go the same. I don't think it goes the same with white people. I don't think a lot of white people, I don't know. They probably do too. Well, trash too. A lot of fucking trash, man. That's what white trash. Yeah, I don't want to say the N-word for black people. That word should not be used by anybody. I don't care. God shouldn't be using that word. But what word could you say that is just as bad as black for white? White trash? So you got white trash and you got black trash. That's all you can say. Don't use the N-word. Don't use that N-word. That's bullshit. Use white trash and black trash. That's all you need to know. So there you go. Weed smokers are the dumbest motherfuckers. I'm going to leave it at that. Later.